All right, we're back at the 24 units. I got one more tub to demo, and then we can go ahead and put the drains back together and get the shower valves done. So you're going to notice a couple of wardrobe changes because I did it over time. I did not do this in one day. But all the hoodies you'll see in this video are 30-pack Jack Apparel, and if you didn't get one yet, you can get one on the next drop. Don't worry, everybody, there's going to be some kitchen cabinets going over this hardwood floor here. But I got to get down there and rip that trap out. So these drains are not leaking. They're just, they're not easy to clean out. And they're not up to date, so they don't really work properly. While this place is under construction, it just makes sense to rip these suckers out, put a new trap in with a toe tap. We're going to use these threads on this guy. Look at that. Break it right off, kid. Somebody actually messaged me and told me I should be using a Dremel on the inside of the tub drain. And you know what? It's the best comment I think I've gotten yet. So I went ahead and ordered an M12 Dremel and a saw, and we're going to try it out on the next tub, my friend. A saw. Not a saw. What do you call that? A cutting wheel. There you go. We're in. We're back. I believe this is the 5th unit. He said unit. That I've done so far. So what do we got left? What's 24 minus 5, people? Come on, stay with me. 18? We're talking 18? I don't know. My wife's not next to me. I usually do the math out loud, and she says yes or no. Mostly no, and corrects me. Also, spelling, I'm not... week 3 on the gym coming up, baby. Week 2 at the wife's gym. So we're getting there. But here we are. We got a new day. And actually, after this, we're going to a company Christmas party for Monsters, Inc. You know what I'm saying? But if I got more than one shower valve to do, I'm going to try making all of them up in my basement. Well, for A, I'm not in some fucking shitty-ass apartment. And B, I'm in my own house. And C, I'm in my own house. So we're making up 3 here. And I think I got another job where I got to make up 10. So why not? And then you just bring them on site, hang them, and tie them in and walk away. Can you guys believe it? I'm using a torch, kid, soldering it up. Why am I soldering it up? That's a good question. You know, I honestly don't know. I should use female adapters, but what are you going to do? There it is. And that's for you guys. I also usually use a drop air on the tub spout, but where I'm soldering up, I'm doing a tub 90. So, suck it. And these are Simmons valves. It's my go-to. If the homeowner or somebody doesn't tell me what they want to use, I just buy Simmons because that's the Boston brand, baby. And I shouldn't have pressed those drop air 90s for the showers. I should have left those unpressed, just like I did with the tub spout because it's adjustable at that point. But I learned my lesson on this one, and I won't do it on the next. Unless you go to the field first and measure and then go home and make them. So I didn't do that, obviously. But now it's Sunday morning, about 4 a.m. I'm turning the water off to 24 units. That way I can do all 3 shower valves at the same time and change out the stops without having to worry about being it during the daytime and missing somebody with a notice that their water's going to be killed for about an hour. I'm not even worried about like a phone call saying they don't have any water. I'm more worried about being shanked. So 4 a.m. I try to be as quiet. The ProPress was the loudest thing this morning. That's all. Now we're turning the water back on, making sure all my solder joints don't leak since I haven't done any since 2006. And we're going to run upstairs and give it a shot. Remember, 24 units, 3 floors, water meters on the other side of the building in the basement. Miss Monster Apparel, we're coming up with the ideas now. Should be dropping in the new year. It's going to be Your Plumber's Sexy Wife. That's going to be the brand. Monsters, Inc. That's going to be another brand. That's our family brand. So be on the lookout. Get your wife something to wear that has to do with plumbing. I know plumbers. I know them well. They love sporting and rocking plumbing shit. That's just what they do. So, of course, you know they're going to buy it for their wives, make them wear it. And it's only going to be... Listen, if my wife wouldn't wear it, then we're not going to sell it. That's how we look at our store. If we're not going to buy it, then we're not going to sell it. If it's not going to be comfortable, then we're not going to fucking put it out there. Your Plumber's Sexy Wife. Coming this spring. Spring? No, coming this winter. So there we go. We got one apartment completely done. Stops are changed. Shower valves changed. The drains changed. Your sister's underwear's changed. I got these, speaking of that, I got these black gloves from a gentleman. He gave me 2 boxes for free. Of course, I'm going to use them. I'm going to use every last one of them because he was a gentleman. He showed up with lunch and a bunch of other shit. Gloves were in the box. Social media is a great place. That's where I met him, actually. So they split open, man. They wide open. I would not use these rubbers on your sister because I'm way past the baby days, and we can't take no chances. So the orange gloves that I always wear, they're Astro gloves. Them things are mint. His apartment number 2 shower valve is done. Drain is done. Yikes, that one I didn't have a choice. There was some water lines going in the way. It's all old brass, and if I had, I would have been chasing that one for a while. So a couple 90s, little waterfall, see you later. Now we're off to the company Christmas party. With that, there she is, the CEO, the superstar. I had to get a table for all the executives. She's checking out the filet, see if it's cooked as good as she would have cooked it. Yeah, she's like, yeah, it's all right. Like, there she is. She's one glass in. Look at those eyes. They're real low. You know she's feeling it. And just so everybody puts what we have in perspective, in 2003, this is how I brought her back to the hotel when we went to St. Catherine Street together. Look at that face. Love and life, baby. Let's